What's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood dread man. I know I've been gone for some time, man, but let me explain. So if any of you guys follow me on my Instagram, you would know back in October that my father has passed away. That took a huge toll on me. I don't really mourn or cry, anything like that. I guess you can blame it on my overseas tours and everything I did and seen over there. But I haven't really mourned. So I haven't really made a video in almost 2 months, and probably over 2 months. This video is long overdue. If you guys don't know anything about me, if you haven't been following my Instagram or my YouTube channel, I am a weapons expert for the government. Now, rewind all the way till Ron was just a baby. My dad has been a gunsmith my entire life. So I grew up in gun shops left and right. I grew up in Gander Mountains, local gun shops. I was around it my entire life. By the time I was old enough to even hold a gun, my dad was showing me firearm safety. And then shortly after that, he started teaching me gunsmithing at a very young age. I got very proficient at it. I got very good at it. So it kind of worked in my favor. So fast forward till 18-year-old Ron. Ron landed a contract with the US government being a contractor. My dad, with his shrewd negotiation, got this company to hire me, an 18-year-old kid that's never been in the military. The only thing he has is civilian weapons experience to work on military weapons. So basically the program that I was on back in 2007 was called Cerakote, Small Arms Readiness Evaluation Team. I ran out of that all the way to 2011 when I worked for Blackwater after that. But before all that, when I first started, me and my dad traveled the world. All right, so we were doing anywhere between 10-20 standard level all the way up to 40 level maintenance, pre and post deployment repairs. And I've been everywhere with my father. I did everything with him. He's seen the ups, he's seen the downs, and he started going overseas, going over to like Iraq and stuff like that. Then I transitioned over going to Afghanistan. He branched off. We actually opened up our own gun shop together, American Arms Engineering. But yeah, I did something that every parent, and me as a parent, can say I did one thing that every parent wants their child to do: supersede them. And what I did was I ended up working for the United States government. So that's basically what I do now. So fast forward from 18 all the way to 33, that same governmental entity that hired that contract company, 18-year-old Ron, to do pre and post deployment repairs on their weapons, I now work for that government. So he was super proud of me, and I'm going to do him proud the best I can. And what you guys don't know is he used to post videos on YouTube here and there, and he always used to say, "Down on range 3."
Welcome to another edition of Down on Range 3 with Ron, gunsmith with American Arms Engineering.
So in his honor, in his memory, I'm going to forever call this Down on Range 3. I actually have a piece. So I took a piece of my father and we put him into a 357. So I will forever be calling this Down on Range 3. All right, enough of the sappy stuff. Dad, I love you. I know you're watching down over me, but let's get into this review. All right, and the gun we're actually reviewing today is the best Glock20 on the internet. Changed my mind. Let's get into the video.
It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
All right, so as you just seen, this is chambered in 10 mil. You've seen it shot extremely flat. Let me explain. There's actually a couple companies that actually went into the creation of this build. Now, what I had envisioned when I first bought this pistol was to make the perfect EDC 10 millimeter. I'm a bigger guy. I usually carry Talon size 43X on a daily because it fits, it's light enough to fit in my basketball shorts and light enough to fit in my sweatpants. This actually really isn't that heavy. Completely loaded out, this weighs about 2 pounds, 11 ounces. When actually, my Gucci Glock20 done by Zeb, which is a 9 mil, completely loaded out without a flashlight too, weighs about 2 pounds. So 9 mil, 10 mil, 2 pounds, 11 ounces, 2 pounds. Can't really go wrong with that. All right, so basically we'll start with obviously what you see here. The Cerakote was done by this shop, Ren Arms. Now, Ren Arms Cerakoting is, Ren Arms is the GOAT, honestly. They took this project head on. I told them what I wanted and they just knocked it out of the park. The idea passed them that I wanted a 10 millimeter EDC, but I kind of wanted Gucci Glock-ish. So they said, okay, no problem. So first thing we started doing was talking about the stippling. So obviously you see some really nice stippling. I had them take out the finger grooves and actually put in some grip tape. They put a deeper pocket underneath the trigger guard. That way you can get a better purchase on the gun when you're drawing. I like that feature right there. Also has some stippling underneath the trigger guard, some stippling on these sides, and it's just an all-around really good feeling pistol. It is 10 millimeter, but it feels really good in my hands. It doesn't feel like a big bulky gun. Now obviously the piece de resistance, I probably didn't say that right. As for the paint job, man, we were bouncing around some ideas and we ended up landing on this snow urban camo, which I think turned out fan-fucking-tastic. They knocked it out of the park. Also what they did was they did these awesome slide cuts into the slide. They did the Cerakoting for the RMR. This is a Trijicon RMR 1 MOA dot. I had them install the Trijicon suppressor height sights, and that's basically it, man. The internals are completely stock. I probably will end up getting a trigger or a different guide rod spring here shortly, but other than that, this thing runs, as you've seen, this thing runs flawlessly. Now, they sent my slide off to Parker Mountain Machining to get the machine work done on the slide for the RMR. So Parker Mountain Machines, everyone knows who they are. If you're into the pistol game, comp game, these guys are amazing. I appreciate it. Super fast time. They didn't have it for that long. It was just, I have nothing but good things to say. All right, one of the most important things of this build, honestly, is the porting. See, there's ports in the barrel. There's actually 4 ports. Now this is a port job done by my family friends, Kenny Kelly, at Magnaport. Now, if you guys don't know who Kenny Kelly is or who Magnaport is, if you're in the gun scene at all, do you know who Jerry Michalik is? Jerry Michalik is sponsored by Magnaport. So he has been running pro ports. That's probably usually what they're better known for, is pro porting. Running pro ports on all of his competition guns for years. Now, Kenny Kelly knocked out of the park with this, got it done basically within the day. Now, I've known Kenny since I was a little baby. Family friends, man, I greatly appreciate it, but honestly, the gun, the 10 mil package, I know a lot of people will say the 10 mil is very snappy. With the quad porting on here, it shoots flat like a 9 mil basically. None of my guns are ported. I was gonna do kind of a comp kind of thing on here. I was gonna talk to Parker Mountain Machine, but I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to do the porting. People are like, oh, what about muzzle flash at night? I'm not really worried about muzzle flash at night, honestly. So the porting drastically reduces the actual muzzle lift on the gun, so you can get back on target a lot faster. Tracks a lot smoother. Just an overall better shooting gun with the porting. So if you do have a 10 mil and you do carry it, or if you want to take it out to the range all the time, it's just a range toy, I highly recommend going porting. Other than that, I threw a Olight PL Pro Valkyrie on here. This thing's pretty decent. A lot of people actually hate on Olight, which I don't understand why. The reason why I kind of went towards the Olight is because it has 3 different modes and the actually charging feature. So obviously the charging feature is a magnetic strip. I never have to take it off the gun unless I clean it. Now the 3 modes, it goes from 300 lumens, 600 lumens to 1500 lumens, and also has a strobe feature. So you double tap in the middle, has a strobe feature, you double tap once, double tap it again, changes the modes. Like my Streamlight is only set at 1 lumen. I can't change the lumen on it. So like you get indoor, outdoors, whatever have you. You're not just gonna be stuck with that 1 set of lumens. So I like that I have a variety of 3 different types of lumens for this. So this coupled with the charging, you can't really beat it. Price point's really good too. I wanna say this is like 100-ish bucks. Nothing like your extremely expensive $300 lights. So it's not cheap, but it's also, it's dope. And also it has this quick detach feature, so you just lift up on this lever and it comes right off. Oh, and ear pro wise, so huge thanks to AKT1 Sport for sending me out these badass Striker Pros, Bluetooth, by the way, Bluetooth ear pros, and we'll talk more on these later. All right, enough of the talking, let's get shooting. Just to let you guys know, we're shooting Magtech's 180 grain ammo. Magtech is calling for 1,230 feet per second on these things, so we'll see how that goes. Let's get to shooting. These things are flying. We're at about like 50 yards-ish, so let's step back a little bit farther. All right, we're all the way back, 100 yards. We're gonna go for this guy. All right. I don't really know what to expect, but let's try to make it hot. It's not bad. Let's see if we can do it one more time. Yes, sir. God damn. Love this gun. All right, before I get my final thoughts of the Glock20 done by Ren Arms Cerakote, let's talk about these earbuds. Now, what you guys don't actually know is during this entire review, I was listening to music. And yeah, it's all thanks to AKT1 Sports Striker Pro Series. Now, these things right here are extremely comfortable. They have moldable hooks. You can mold them around your ear if you got big ears like me. If you got small ears, they actually come with memory foam tips. These headphones are rated to 29 decibels. So I use these for working out. I use these for obviously at the range. I use these when I'm at work shooting 50 cals. Yeah, these things are awesome. With 10 hours of rechargeable battery life, yes, these are rechargeable. Easy, seamless Bluetooth pairing, man. I literally just turned these on, my phone recognized them, I hit it, it connected. So if you guys really want to check these guys out, I'll leave their link in the description down below. And if you want to check out this badass Shoot Your Local Terrorist hat, huge thanks to Combat Iron Apparel for sending this out to me. Like I said, links for everything down below. Now let's get into the pros and cons of this Glock20. All right, pros and cons of the Ren Arms Cerakote Glock20, because that's what I'm gonna call it, because it wouldn't look like this if it wasn't for them. So, okay, so pros, it's a 10 mil. Everyone's like, oh, 10 mil, over penetration. Meh. If you follow the 4 golden rules, that argument is out the window. Think about it. All right, next, this obviously, yes, it's a 10 mil, but you have capacity. So you have 10 millimeter with 15+1 capacity in this gun.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Exactly. Like I said, like I stated before, the weight on here is not that heavy. Loaded out with the flashlight and everything. So this comes in at 2 pounds 11 ounces. You can't beat that. So the pros obviously outweigh the cons. Now the con for this particular build, if I could redo it, I would actually get this grip tape taken off, because I do everyday carry this. And I appendix carry. So when I appendix carry, this rubs up and down. Skateboard tape or whatever you want to call it, grip tape, does not feel good rubbing up and down on bare skin. So I'll probably just do away with that. But other than that, the gun is flawless. Ammo prices is $40 for a box of ball ammo. Not really too bad. It is what it is. But I carry 10 mil because, like my old sergeant major told me, nobody can be too dead. So, like I said, there's no cons for me. Honestly, there's no cons at all. I don't know what else to say about it. From the Cerakote work to the pro pouring to the RMR to the stippling to the fucking Cerakote, this gun is perfect. This is the best Glock20 on the internet. I promise you. Prove me wrong in the comments. Send me whatever videos you want. But like I said, I'm Ron. This is Down on Range 3. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
It's modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles